priority.
For many, flying is an exciting experience, but for some people with severe allergies like myself, flying can be life-threatening.
Every time I have a meal, I have to think twice. I could die. Every time I get on a plane, how do I know I'm going to get to my destination safely? I am genuinely staggered by the sheer volume of horrendous experiences that people have all around the world.
Well, my mum had to tell the pilot that if I die, she would sue.
I'm Libby Evans, and I'm on a mission to expose the challenges of flying with severe allergies and push for the change that is desperately needed. I'm here with Julianne Ponan, a food allergy advocate and founder of Creative Nature, with experience of the challenges airlines need to address.
Flying is always really, really stressful for me. I've travelled around the world as well, so I don't let it limit me. There was twice where I was asked to leave the plane. One was on the way back from Dubai, so I'd actually got out there on an Emirates flight, absolutely fine. They did do the announcement on board and they were quite accommodating. However, coming back, I again informed them it was on my booking that I had a severe nut allergy and various other allergies, and they said you cannot travel on this flight. And I said, well, how am I supposed to get home? And I didn't really know what to do. I had to take the risk, and they weren't going to refund anything, and if I rebooked the flight, it was going to just be the same problem. So I decided to say, yes, I'm happy with going on board.
Emirates urges travellers with dietary requirements to check out their website and to consult their doctors before travelling.
Creative Nature is a top 40 allergen-free brand, so we do things from baking kits to snacking. We supply a lot of different airlines to be able to make them safer, and we're also stocked in multiple supermarkets. And our take on it is that every single person should be able to sit around the same table and enjoy delicious, without doubt, food.
I've just come out of Julianne's office and there is definitely a lot to digest with what she said. But I've been doing some research, and according to the Civil Aviation Authority, legally in the UK, airlines aren't required to ban allergens on flights. It's up to the airlines to decide their own policies, which is crazy considering that nearly 2 million people in the UK have severe allergies. A recent study found 20% of allergy-related announcements and 23% of promised allergy-free meals were not provided. I'm meeting Georgie Palmer, a BBC presenter and mother whose daughter's severe nut allergy led to a shocking experience on a flight.
Come on in, yeah, fine.
She's determined to push for change and improve allergy policies on airlines to protect families like hers.
When we booked the holiday this May, to the best of our knowledge, we had taken every precaution that we would normally. We'd read up on the airline's policy, and it very clearly stated if you have a severe food allergy, to let the cabin crew know. So we did what we always do, got onto the flight, told the cabin crew. They refused to make the announcement, and it got incredibly difficult. The ground crew said, we don't see any issue with you telling the passengers yourselves so that the people around you are aware. So with their blessing, that's what I did. I told the people that could hear me, but then the captain heard, and he threw us off the flight because he said that we were a liability. He couldn't fly someone who had an allergy, like a severe food allergy. At the heart of this is a 12-year-old girl who was made to feel vilified, and it was ableist. We have been trolled by, literally thousands of people. But that's not going to stop us. We are relentlessly pragmatic to explain that, first of all, it's just a request on airlines, and just for people to understand, it's not about particles in the air. It's actually for example, peanuts. It's the peanut proteins that will linger on surfaces. So it's you touching something that is as dangerous, if not more dangerous.
Airlines operating in the UK are not legally required to carry auto-injectors. While studies show peanuts and nuts are not typically airborne, other allergens like milk and fish can be. All allergens can linger on surfaces for hours, increasing the risk of exposure.
To understand how to use life-saving auto-injectors, I spoke to Maddie, a Royal Life-Saving Society trainer.
More people than you realise actually suffer from anaphylaxis, and it can be life-threatening, it can be really serious. Quite often people only carry one EpiPen but will need more than one. So it says quite clearly on the instructions how to use them. So remove the blue cap, hold the EpiPen in a stabbing motion 10 centimetres away from the top of the thigh. One stab into the leg, hold for 3 seconds, release, and the auto-injector has been administered.
Allergy podcaster Linz shares how to navigate the skies safely and inspire others with allergies.
I'd have a unique experience in the fact that I've never had any other life but traveling. But it is scary, right? Because you have all the fears that we have on the ground, but you're doing it up there in a box. I can count on one hand the amount of negative experiences on a plane. I try to help people by saying, one, by showing how I do it, like, filming my experiences, but two, by reminding people that it's no different to going out to eat, to going over to a friend's houses, to going over, it's no different.
In her studio, Linz and I discussed how aviation can ensure safer travel for everyone.
There has to be a way in which the airlines have an actual allergy policy that we really need to pay attention to is allergy policy and allergy awareness and training, because I just don't think that the majority of airlines actually understand what an allergy is.
Air travel is about getting everyone to their destination safely, including those with allergies. It's time the aviation industry recognised allergies as a disease and not a diet.